Hello everyone. It's been a while. How have you been? I've been doing alright. I've been doing stuff, school stuff mostly. Doing some work stuff too, but mostly school stuff. This video is going to be long, but that's mainly because I just had a few things that I wanted to talk about. I won't really be talking about what I'm doing. I'll just say right now that what I'm working on in this video is a poster that I made for one of my classes, like a poster for a little video game that we made. It was a little short thing, but yeah, that's what we did. Not all the footage will be included. There will be some parts that were just skipped because I was working on it in class, but most of it is there. All the important stuff that you need to see is there. I realize that I haven't been doing much as far as like content providing. I have been putting up occasional video game videos and such, and I guess that's alright. And yeah, I wish I could be putting up more drawing videos, but frankly I've been focusing most of my creative efforts on my classwork, and to be honest, when I get done with my classwork or when I have any free time, I don't feel like spending it doing drawings or anything like that, because I don't know. For me, drawing is work, and taking the free time that I have to do more drawing just feels like more work. Even if it is just for fun, it still feels like work, which is a sad fact. It's just the way it is. I mean, sure, if I actually took the time to draw, I'd probably enjoy it anyway, but I don't know, I never feel the motivation to, because like I said, it just seems like work, and I don't like to work. I like to have fun. I like to play video games more than I like to make them, and I like to watch video games and watch watch videos of people drawing than actually, well, yeah, you get my point. This is just kind of a free-balling thing, not really trying to say anything in particular. Usually when I do any sort of like audio recording for a video, I go back and I make adjustments to what I'm saying just to get my point across correctly, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. I just feel like talking. Some of the things that I have been working on, other than my schoolwork, would be there was this one drawing that I was working on before before school started back up again. It's a little banner, I guess. I think of it as a banner. It's basically another comparison between myself and Nathan. For those of you who don't know who Nathan is, that's the pianist dragon. He's the creature for which this channel is named. The other thing that I started working on during the school year, was a piece of fan art for a webcomic that I read called Two Kinds. I don't know if anybody who watches any of my stuff reads Two Kinds or not, and if you don't, that's fine. You don't need to know about it. It's a webcomic about this this wizard guy who lost his memory, and then he runs into a tiger woman thing. Not thing. It's an anthropomorphic tiger, basically. They call him Kadron in that universe. Yeah. And it's not just tigers, there's like wolves and I guess just regular old cats. But yeah. It's a well written comic. It doesn't hide a lot of the more intimate and sexual themes that come into play throughout the comic. I mean, it's not like full of it, of course, but when it comes down to it, the intimacy is never hidden. It's always there. But anyway, I was working on some fan art for that. There was a more dragon-themed character that appeared rather recently in the comic, and I was trying to do some fan art for that, but you know, I got some of it done. The line work's done. The flat color is done. It's just the refinement and shading, and there's no background. It's just kind of the character redrawn by me. There's going to be no video for it. I didn't bother to record any of it. If you want to see it whenever it does come out, you can find it on my DeviantArt. If I remember to show it, or if I remember to, I will put a link to my DeviantArt in the description. It's where a lot of my art that doesn't show up in this channel goes. That's where a lot of my school art goes. That's where this poster's going, the final version at least, along with a lot of other assets that I've made for different games and projects that I did during the school year. Of course, you probably won't see any of that until mid-December because that's when the semester ends, and I usually make a point to upload all my various stuff after all is said and done, because it's just convenient that way. It's a lot easier on me. I don't have to think about like, oh, I need to take the time out of making things or not making things to upload this or whatever. I just take care of it all at once, and it's easy that way, a lot easier that way. Currently in class, we're working on walk cycles. That's just in one of my classes. In one of my classes, we're working on walk cycles, but there's also supposed to be a run cycle and an idle animation and a jumping animation. So yeah, that's a lot. We're given a character to animate, so that makes it easier, but you still have to actually animate it to completion. I'm also making a vehicle, like a vehicle that would be in a game, and let's see, I think I have enough time to go into detail on that. It's kind of a pod walker, except instead of being a walker, it rolls around on wheels, like more like balls, really. Kind of like I like to think of the Omnidroid from The Incredibles, except not really. I don't know. Forget everything that I said. But I guess that just kind of gives you a mental image of what I'm working on in that class at the moment. I'm also working on another game, specifically an educational game. Instead of doing the art, I'll be doing the programming. And for those of you confused about like why are you an artist doing the programming? Well, my answer is because the class requires that you must be a programmer on one job, an artist on one job, and the documenter on another job. So there are artists who wind up being programmers, and there are programmers who wind up being artists. So that always produces some lackluster results. We'll just leave it at that. I think we're approaching the end here now. Let's see. Yeah, we're almost done. I just realized I didn't include like a frame of the final product like I usually do. I'll be sure to do that. May leave some empty space at the end, but alright, it's fine. This is just my update video, so to speak. Well, it's pretty late. I think I'll go to bed, maybe, or maybe I'll stay up for another hour. Who knows? I guess I'll see you guys around sometime. Bye.